Hello everybody, how are you? My name is Chef Rob. My son Chris is here tonight, and if you have any questions or comments, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend, and we're probably a little late making some s'mores cookies for this past weekend, but you can use them all summer long. I know we have a lot of folks out there, and we have a lot of people that will be making this with us, so we're going to make the salted caramel pretzel milkshake first, because I figured you could make it and you could drink along as you make the cookie dough, right? A lot of calories tonight. But I do a lot of classes without many calories too, okay? So I do it all like that. Chris, what do you have? Anything out there?
Just a bunch of people saying hello.
And hello to everybody out there. Chris and I have been doing this about 1.25 years right now, and it's been just wonderful meeting all you people virtually, and also all these different libraries that I've been working with. So really, really good. Thank you so much. So let's do the salted caramel pretzel milkshake first. Okay, all you need is some vanilla ice cream, little splash of milk, some pretzels, any pretzel, any shape. It's going in the blender. Okay, and some caramel. Okay, or caramel, whatever you say, it works. Okay, so let's just take some ice cream, 3 scoops of the ice cream. Okay, we're just gonna put it right in this blender here. I just took this out, so still pretty solid, but I can get in there. And this is for one really nice size one, so if you're making this as a family, all you have to do, double the recipe, triple it, quadruple it, whatever you want to do. And if you just want a little sample, do it in half. Okay? So there is our 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream in here. Love vanilla ice cream. How about you, Chris?
I like ice cream.
Any kind?
Yeah, any kind.
Any kind you don't like?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, you haven't met one, right?
Nope.
See, I'm not a peanut butter fan. So I know all you is saying, how can you not? Just, I'm not, I'm sorry. A splash of milk in here now. Just enough so the blender doesn't have to kind of fight the motor. And then a handful of pretzels. If I notice the blender is starting to kind of not going fast enough, I'll add a splash more of the milk too. Okay, so a good handful of pretzels here. We're gonna turn this on. It's gonna be a little loud, so we're just gonna, Chris, can you mute that just for a second so they don't hear it?
Not on Facebook.
Got you. Chris is the pro. He's the pro with the camera, and I don't know, you guys say I'm the pro here, but I don't know. It's just, Chris is the pro there. That's what matters. Okay, a nice consistency just like that. I'm actually just gonna put a splash more because I see a couple little pretzels there, and you change this around any way you want. You want to add like Oreos to this, anything like that, it would be fine. Okay, so you can take some caramel, just take a little spoon. Yes, Chris?
Susan X, does it matter what kind of pretzels you use?
No, any of the hard pretzels like that would be fine, okay? What I like to do when I'm making this milkshake is just take a little of this caramel and just kind of drizzle it along the sides here. Gonna kind of tilt this glass just a little bit, and then you're gonna be able to mix this in really well. And let's just pour this right on top here. This has such good flavor. I'm gonna give this to my cameraman because he deserves it.
Thank you. I'll take all of it. Yep.
And now, just right on top here, just put a little straw right in here like this. A little caramel on top. And life is really good then. So this is a salted caramel pretzel milkshake. And now you can sip on this while we make some s'mores cookies.
Does the cameraman get those too?
The s'mores cookies?
Yep.
Well, wait till you see how many we're going to make. We're making a ton of them. So
that's okay. I'll take them all.
Is it all right?
Yeah. It's fine by me.
Here you go, Chris. Everybody, Chris the lucky man. But you know what I did? I saved myself just a little splash, okay? You could top it with a little whipped cream if you like it, okay? Not necessary, but if you like it, it's all good.
I think that's pretty even. There.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
That's good. Even a little more caramel on top. Really good. I never eat or drink in the class, do I, Chris?
Just sometimes.
Sometimes. Just gonna take that spoon, go around like this. I went for 3 walks today, so I can have this little bit, can't I? All right, I'm just gonna put the lid on this, put the ice cream away, and get everything ready to make the s'mores cookies. And I'm gonna show you exactly what they look like when they are finished.
Oh, Mom
I'm
X.
gonna show you later, though. Yes, Chris?
Mom X where hers is.
Oh, come on out, wife. You can split that with Chris. So everybody, the s'mores cookies, if you are making them with us and you are going to bake them tonight, I would say start that oven right now, 375, or within the next 5-10 minutes, okay? These cookies you can bake off right away. There are some cookies that tends to put the dough in the refrigerator for an hour, a couple hours, just to get a little more solid is better. But this recipe, really good like this, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do, this makes a large batch. So if you only want a small amount, you can cut this right down the middle. Chris is shaking his head saying, no small batch here. So everybody, 2 sticks of the room temperature butter. Okay, and if anybody has any questions or comments, let me know. I will let everybody know my schedule a little bit later on. When we're rolling cookies, we can talk a lot more too. But if you have any questions that along the way. So I want to put 3/4 cup of brown sugar in here. And I want to make sure that the brown sugar is fully packed. So it should actually look like that, like a little sandcastle. So again, I need 3 of them to make 3/4.
Rena X, can you freeze the s'mores dough?
The s'mores dough, I would, not the dough itself. You could make the cookies and then freeze the cookies. And they freeze excellent. Since there's so many, you probably will end up freezing some, okay? You make about 30, depending on how big you roll them. So, 3/4 cup of the white sugar. Please put in the full amount of sugar. If you're trying to cut back on sugar, make smaller cookies, okay? Because it really does matter.
Stephanie X, unsalted butter?
Yeah, unsalted butter. That is perfect. The unsalted sweet cream butter. Everybody, I am just going to turn this on right here. Won't talk while this is on. I just want to get it combined, just a little light and fluffy. Then I'm going to gradually add in 2 eggs. I took the eggs out about an hour ago to get to room temperature. Then we're going to add a little vanilla extract. Okay? So we're going to turn this on a medium speed. Okay, so now let's start adding the eggs in. Add 1 at a time. Just get it nice and combined. Make sure you don't get any shell in there, if you can possibly do that. I always get people at the library saying, Chef Rob, how do you crack the eggs with 1 hand? I always tell them, crack too many in your lifetime, and you'll be able to do that as well. So I'm just getting this blended really well. And then I'm going to add in a half teaspoon of the vanilla extract. Just go against the side of the bowl right here.
I think I'm pretty good at doing the eggs with one hand.
Yeah, you've come to a lot of classes, haven't you? So a half teaspoon vanilla extract. Just get it until it is combined. And then we're going to leave this bowl on the side. So I hope everybody last week got to make the dishes that we made. We had fun doing our first week of camp, and this is our second one. Now the rest of the way, it's 6 more weeks on a Monday night. So check it out. Go to the library that you're watching, okay, to watch this again. And I have it on my Facebook page, Simply Creative Chef Rob, as well. Okay, I'm going to leave this on the side. I'm going to get my flour. I want a separate bowl for the dry ingredients. So I want 2 1/3 cups of the all-purpose flour. Again, you will make about 30 cookies, and they are nice size cookies. 1 is usually enough. And nice and level, just like that. And then we're going to put in some cornstarch. Not always do you have cornstarch in the recipes, but what it does, it just kind of makes the cookie actually a little bit on the tender side and just maybe a little bit like a crumbly type cookie. Okay, so it'll have a nice crumbly effect to this. We're going to add in the baking powder, which will give it a nice rise. 1 teaspoon of the baking powder. A half teaspoon of baking soda. And a half teaspoon of salt, and the salt just brings out the flavor that you put in here, whether it's the chocolate, the graham cracker crumbs. And now I'm going to put in 1 1/4 cups of the graham cracker crumbs as well. If you need to put them in a Cuisinart, something like that, food processor, go right ahead. Just puree them pretty well like this. And if you have the plain ones or the cinnamon ones, they will work out just as well. So let's just mix this all together like this. What do you got, Chris?
We have a few comments.
Sure.
North Trails Library said Kathy's daughter made the fresh corn salad for our barbecue.
Yes. Hello,
Um,
Kathy.
Let's see. Miss Dana from the Southold Library said hello, Chef Rob.
Hello, Dana.
The Southold Library said hi, Chef Rob. And Jamie X, will the cookies come out the same using gluten-free flour?
They always come out just a little bit different, but it will be right there. They will be just fine.
Valerie X, how much cornstarch?
Hello, Jamie. How much cornstarch? 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Okay. So make sure all the ingredients are well mixed together, just like this. You should have your wet ingredients over here. Okay. And now I am just going to gradually add it in using the electric mixer.
Jamie said hi.
Hello, Jamie.
Yes, hello. And Emily said hello, Chef Rob.
Emily, how are you? Best to you and the family. So you just want to get these s'mores cookie batter all combined. As soon as it is combined, please stop, because you can kind of toughen the batter on it. Go against the side of the bowl. There's a lot of dough here, right? So
Yes.
Once we are rolling, we will talk to everybody. We'll tell you all the different things we're doing. We will answer any questions. Chris will tell me all the different comments, so please put any comments in there. And again, we have this for 6 more weeks. And then next week, we have it on Monday night, as we always do, except for this week because of the holiday. So this is just about combined. And then next Tuesday night, we have our virtual food festival.
Emily said, I'm doing really good. Thanks for asking.
Good.
And Naren said, hello, Chef Rob.
Who said that?
Naren. I believe I'm
Naren?
saying it right.
Hello. Hopefully it is right, Naren.
And
Okay.
Carly said, hi from Jackson.
Jackson, tell me where, if you can.
Unless that's their name, Jackson. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, we'll find out. All right, everybody, the batter should be all mixed right now. Okay, and now we want to add in 2 cups of the mini marshmallows. Okay. So, 2 full cups. Like that. Throw them right in here. Love marshmallows. Can't make s'mores without a marshmallow, right, Chris?
I know. Jackson is from Muttontown.
Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. We have many states on here tonight watching, so that's so wonderful. I am also going to add in 1 cup of chocolate chips.
Oh, they said their name is pronounced Narain. Sorry about that.
Narain.
Then
Thank you, Narain.
Also, Babylon Library said, Chef Rob, the fruit tiramisu from week 1 was delicious.
Thank you. Good, good. And as the season goes on and the peaches get really good, just change that over and make it with peaches, okay? Who is that? Is that Ann out there, or is it Karen?
And then Aunt Prudy said, hi, Robin, Chris, and Jacqueline. Hello.
Hi, Aunt Prudy. Everybody put in 1 full cup, little chocolate chips in there. And now just blend it until it is all combined. Okay. You can even at this point go in here with your hands and just kind of mix it up. I'm just taking this right off of the electric heater. What do you got, Chris?
Let's see. Emily asks, can you take the large ones and cut them? I believe the marshmallows.
Yeah, you know, the only thing is when you're cutting them, they tend to just stick to everything, whether it's your hand, the knife, anything like that. But if you are making it now and that's all you have, that'll work. If you're not making it tonight, buy the little bag, okay, the little marshmallows. I'm just taking all of the dough out of the beaters. Whenever you do this, make sure it is unplugged, everybody. Okay?
Narain said, you're welcome, Chef. It's nice to see you making yummy dishes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And it was Anne, and she said, I made it for the 4th of July.
Hello, Ann. Ann is the best. Love working there. We've been doing this together so many years.
And Candy in Connecticut said, hello, and miss seeing you in person.
Hi, Candy. Yes, Candy. I know where you're from. Huntington. Okay, get this dough mixed just like this. Make sure you get to the bottom of the bowl. Don't overmix it, but get it to where it is really combined. Kind of lift the whole dough, turn it over, and if you could see, I still have some crumbs at the bottom. I want to bring that still into the dough because I want every cookie to come out the same. I have my oven preheated to 375, and these will bake in about 10 to 13 minutes, depending on how big you make them. I make them in about 1.5 inch balls, okay? And we're gonna make them now, and then we're just gonna kind of start talking. When you roll them and you put them on the cookie tray, you can pop more marshmallows or chocolate in there. I really find you don't need to add any more, but sometimes just to decorate it can be nice like that. Even when they come out of the oven, they're really soft, and you can just kind of pop a few little marshmallows right on top too, okay? And if you wanted to add a little graham crackers, the crumbs, like where they're broken a little bit, kind of gives it a little bit more of a real s'mores look. So, use either parchment paper or a silicone baking mat. I have both right here to show everybody. This is the parchment paper. This can take up to 450 degrees. And this, the parchment paper, the silicone baking mat, you can buy them anywhere. Typically around the holidays, you get them really cheap, okay? So look for them. So I am just gonna move this out of the way. we're going to start rolling them. I am going, since I have the choice, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the parchment paper. And the reason I'm going to use that, let's say a little bit of marshmallow just starts coming loose, okay? Just kind of, when it cooks, it just kind of sticks, and if it goes on the paper, you're going to throw that out anyway, right? So have at least 2 sheet trays, maybe even 3. But what's really, really important for this, it's $3.75, at least 10 minutes, and it could go 13, 14 minutes. Halfway through, take the trays and just flip them like this, so the tops and the bottoms come out even, okay? You know how one batch of cookies always dark on the bottom, one is always dark on top if you flip them, but try to do it on the quicker side because you don't want to let that air out of the oven, okay? It's really important to keep that $3.75 in there as best you can. So no peeking, okay? If you got the little light, just kind of go in there that way. So I'm going to put these 2 trays out. We're going to start rolling. And if anybody, any questions, comments, and again, I am just going to tell everybody what we're doing this week, next week. So as for our camp, next week, it will be next Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time. I have to say that because we have a lot from out of state. Some from, far away. I know we have Utah on there tonight, okay, every night. So, Eastern time. Okay, yes, Chris?
Susan X, did I miss you putting in the chocolate bar?
You did. You know what? I didn't do it. Sorry. Thank you, Susan. Is that our Susan?
Yes.
Our Susan. The best. So everybody, before you roll them, you're supposed to cut the cookie bar. Just take a knife, take about 5 ounces of milk chocolate. I like the milk chocolate in here, and just give it a rough chop. And thank you to Susan for reminding me.
So you probably put in the other chocolate and figured it was enough chocolate.
And you think you're done. Yep, that's it.
Never too much chocolate.
Never. See how it's kind of real rough like this? That's how you want to kind of cut it.
Robin X, where can I find the recipe for the s'mores cookies?
Whatever library you're watching it at should have it on there. If you are just watching from my page, Chris has the recipes up on there.
Yep, they're posted on there.
Okay, and my page is simply Creative Chef Rob. So whoever is watching, I hope you go to my Facebook page and like it.
Dana from the Southold Library said that's a great trick to switch the trays.
It works. It works so good when I do the hands-on classes in the libraries that I always tell everybody to do that. And if you only have 1 tray, you could always put a sheet of aluminum foil on the rack above, but put it toward, take the bottom tray and lift it up just 1 notch. You don't want it on that direct heat down below, and you don't want that top burner on it really hard, okay? Okay, just gonna mix in this dough, thanks to Susan.
Robin said perfect. Thanks, Chef.
You are welcome. And then roll these into 1.5 inch balls. So I was starting to say on camp day 3 next week, July 12th, 7 o'clock Eastern time. And everybody just take this like this here. We're going to make a Kitkat milkshake. So if you like Kit Kats, go buy it. I already bought my Kit Kat for next week already. Okay, see how that is? You got to give it room, okay? Because it is going to spread out. And then also we are going to make blueberry muffin cookie. So if you like blueberry muffins, turn into a cookie and it'll have that texture of a muffin. It has a lemon glaze on top, okay? So this size, 1.5 inch, you will get approximately 30 cookies out of it. I will show everybody what it will look like as well. Next Tuesday is our food festival, and if you go to the library that is either watching tonight or my Facebook page, I am making zucchini tacos, great for vegetarian lovers, and has a grilled corn salsa on it. And then we're also doing balsamic and rosemary grilled chicken breast, and it has a local tomato and blue cheese relish. And then we're going to make ice cream too. We're going to make a swirled blueberry crumb cake ice cream next week. And that, what's really good about that, because not everybody has an ice cream maker, You don't need one, okay? So if you are going to make it with me or make it another day, please, you have to make it. It's really good, but you have to give it like 8 hours to kind of sit and really freeze. Okay, I know some people will make it in my classes at 6 o'clock, and then around 10 o'clock they go in and have a little soft serve, kind of like, you know. What do you have out there, Chris?
Don't. Oh, no, we have a comment.
Yeah?
Susan said, sounds like a yummy summer, chef.
Thank you. A tasty summer, right? Summers are always tasty, right?
Andrea X, do you ever have a vegan cooking or baking classes for libraries?
I have not done. I'll tell you a story about that, though, is there are other library chefs out there, and I know there's somebody out there that does vegan foods. So when I'm doing this, I try not to do what other people are doing, so I try to stay to my own. So there are recipes out there. Will I eventually do some things like it? Absolutely, I will.
I mean, you've done vegan recipes, you just don't even think about it.
That it is vegan.
Because it's not like you're
right.
substituting a different kind of cheese.
Yeah.
It's more just like vegetables or whatever, and you don't have to add the cheese to it or stuff like that.
Right.
So.
You know, we could always, when I do those food festivals, or if I do the summer camp next year, maybe do one night that it is vegan out of the 8 nights, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I'm just going to switch these out. Okay. And if you did want to put these in the refrigerator and bake them off later, you absolutely could. Okay, but these will spread out nicely and look really, really good. So tomorrow we are doing an in-house class, I'm sorry. In person, I guess is what I meant to say. And we are doing taking fresh berries, we're taking apple pie filling, and then cookie dough and putting it on top. And then they bake it. So it's a berry cookie cobbler. So I have 3 classes of that as well. Next week, I know if you go to my Facebook page, not this week here, then the following week, we are doing dog treats. And we have 4 classes in a row. Chris is thrilled about that. He loves doing it. All different states, so you can pick out where you want to do it from. We're going to make pumpkin cinnamon dog treats and sweet potato banana dog treats as well. And we get a lot of teens to do that as well, because then they can earn community service and they can bring it to the shelters. Or if they have their own pet, they can use it that way. Okay. And then on August 23rd is our other food festival for this summer. And then we are going to do an apple festival in September. We have a harvest baking and cooking class in October. November, we're doing a Thanksgiving festival. And then we do our holiday baking cookies festival. And that is in December. Yes, Chris?
Julie said, we made these cookies for 4th of July weekend and they were a crowd pleaser.
Oh, so you got the recipe ahead of time and made them, right? Okay, how many did you get, Julie?
And Barbara said, I love the idea of dog treats. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And then Ellen X, will you still have it online when you do the class in person?
I think some libraries, when I go in person, they will film it so people can watch it at home. Sometimes no, but sometimes we're just going to be just like this. In my home filming, and we're going to be doing a lot of these type of classes where there's a lot of joint libraries joining in, so plan on that for a long time.
Rena said, my son and I recently made dog treats for community service, like you just said, and gave the treats out to neighborhood dogs.
That's great, yes.
Julie said, over 30 cookies. Marshmallows melted and tasted like toffee. Yum.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And that's one of the reasons of the parchment paper, because it makes for easy cleanup, right? So, just got about 3 more to roll. And then pop them into the oven. Again, 375, 10, 13, 14 minutes, okay, the most. But keep an eye on them. And don't forget to rotate them. I am going to spread these out a little bit more because they would grow into each other. I'm going to show you what they look like in a minute. and just kind of roll them out just like a meatball. Okay, I got a little one here, so I'm gonna have to add that one to another one here.
Let's see. Rena asks, how long can you freeze the cookies for?
You could probably get like 2 months out of it as long as all that air is out, it's sealed really good, and that would be fine. Yeah, because you're getting a lot. But remember, you can cut this right in half. 1 stick of butter, 1 egg instead of the 2, just go like that.
Susan asks, could you use a cookie scoop?
A cookie scoop, absolutely. I am very hands-on. I'm used to going to the libraries, doing it in person, and the less I have to bring with me, the better. Less clean up, right? Because I had gloves on, now boom, right? I'm going to show everybody what the cookies will look like when they come out of the oven. So, Chris, you're going to zoom right in here. That is what they look like. Just going to hold one up in my hand to show you. Real nice. So you can see, has a nice texture to it. Marshmallows, the chocolate on top, just like that. This little piece like here, that's what the one comment was saying, is kind of like a little toffee, how the marshmallow melts. But these are really, really good. What do you have in questions, Chris?
Don't see any.
Okay. Everybody, I have something else I want to show everybody. So Chris is enjoying that pretzel milkshake with the caramel, and don't forget.
Nope, never had any yet.
Garnish it. Put a little bit of pretzels on top, a little whipped cream if you want. However you like it, do it that way. Okay. So everybody, I know we have a lot of kids out there as well that are making this with the families too. What's next week, Chris? Do you know? I didn't tell you what I was doing it right now, so. Trying to throw you a curveball.
I'm not sure.
It's Shark Week. When you were younger, it really mattered, right?
Yeah. Well, I knew it was Shark Week. I thought you meant for your classes.
I think on the 11th, if I remember right, Shark Week starts.
I think it's like Monday to Sunday usually.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Or Sunday to Monday. I don't even know what it is.
So everybody, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm going to make it into a cake, okay? So I just have a cake, made it on the thinner side here. Are you hearing that, Chris?
I hear thunder, yeah.
It's thundering outside. It is thundering. I am going to use some gloves, and I will tell you why in a second. Because I'm going to use some blue food dye. Okay? So you probably get it that we're doing something with Shark Week right now. We are doing kits like this at a lot of the libraries all over the island, Long Island. That's where I am from, Long Island. So you have to be really careful when you're using food dye, right?
Is that why your thumb's all blue?
It's got a little blue. Yeah, I was doing some things with it before. So, this is how I buy it. I buy it actually in a big bottle like this. Okay. Something like that is about $7.
You might be the only person that has one that size.
That size. Well, I have a green one like this when I do St. Patrick's Day
oh boy.
Cupcakes in the libraries.
Mom said that Shark Week on the Discovery Channel begins Sunday, July 11th.
Ooh, I don't know how I remember that date. They switch it every year. So the libraries never know when to really celebrate Shark Week because we're booking these programs so far in advance. So everybody, just take a little bit of blue food dye. Don't get it on yourself, okay? That's why I'm using a disposable plate. I am using a buttercream, and I just want to mix this all in really well. And this will be the water.
Rena said, I watch that every year. And Marina said, cookies look really, really delicious. What's the substitute for the flour for the keto diet?
You would have to look that up, the special flours that they have, and just look up the exact ratio for it. We put in 2 1/3 cups of the all-purpose flour, so you would just have to check on it. Usually it's very, very close to the same amount because you do need that right texture on it.
And Patty said, it's pouring here in Elwood with lots of thunder. My dogs are not happy. I'll have to make treats for them.
Yes. Do you want to start that doggy treat right after this? We can go into that.
Yeah, it's downpouring now.
It is downpouring. Okay, so I have me some blue icing here. So this obviously is going to be the water. But I am going to spread this over the whole cake.
Yeah, Susan says storms just passed through Holtzville.
Okay. You be careful, Susan. Now, when I do this at the libraries, I usually use those big, giant chocolate chip cookies. And that's typically what we usually use.
Yeah, Barbara says it's pouring in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Guess it's pouring everywhere.
Wow.
Stephanie asks, is that buttercream?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I like either the buttercream or the cream cheese icing. I am not a fan of the fondant, although that does make it more beautiful. I would rather it not be as beautiful and it tastes better. Because I know I have a lot of children's classes and they're all about taste. They want it to look pretty too. And you can certainly make this look pretty. But that's what I try for.
Remember I made fondant once.
You did. You made a beautiful cake last year. You made a snowman cake.
I think it's on your Facebook page. You might have to go back to December though, but
Yeah, like this right around December 20th
probably
or something
posted
like that?
December 26th or 7th.
Okay.
Or maybe on Christmas, maybe not sure.
Okay, so we got our water here. So now I have to take half of this, about half of it, and make that the beach. So I am going to take some of the graham cracker crumbs. I just happen to have some. And I'm just doing this so the less I get on the plate and the more on the cake, the better. So now we have our sand here. And when you're doing this, what could you add to this to make it really festive? Well, these are little chocolate candy rocks. You can buy these online, okay? Or you can do Fruity Pebbles, anything like that to make it look like little rocks. So Chris has it up on Facebook. That's
Yes.
a cake that he made last year. See, I should be holding the camera and he should be making the cake right now.
Oh
for
yes,
you.
of course.
Next week, Chris is going to be the chef, all right? I am the cameraman. Okay, so everybody, I am going to put some of the little chocolate rocks at the bottom of the ocean. Just like that.
Susan said, "You are so talented, Chris. Thank you."
Isn't he?
Yes, I am. No.
He would have remembered the chocolate, right? In the cookies before. And then you can use either like the Swedish fish, or you could take some of these little goldfish, just like this. Get the colored ones. Makes it look pretty. You could stand them up too, like they're swimming.
I'm trying to remember what it was that I said we could add to the cake too.
To what cake?
Well, to this one.
Well,
Oh, you know what? The Sour Patch Kids. Like they're trying to swim.
yes.
Put them in one of those lifesavers.
Yep. So that's what it looks like. You could always take a few little rocks, put it over on the beach here. And then there's nothing like, you need gummy sharks.
Yep, Susan just commented that.
Yeah, Susan, you thought I was going to forget twice tonight. Come on.
Stephanie said, "Thanks for all your help, Chef."
You're welcome. And these gummy sharks, you can buy them almost anywhere. This week, maybe I can see them being a little shopped down. People just using them for a little theme. You could do this on like a giant muffin or something like that.
Marina said, "So cute."
So just like that. So let's hold that up. And then here's our cookie dough that's going to go in the oven shortly. And then our s'mores muffins right here. And there is Chris's salted caramel pretzel milkshake.
Susan said, "My son-in-law loves Shark Week, so we always buy him the gummy sharks."
Absolutely. Now you have to make them either the cupcakes or the cookie or a cake. Make the cake. We actually have a neighbor next door who their son loves sharks, and it was the day before his birthday, and I did not know it. I just went over there and said, "Here, this is for your kids," and he loved it. So that was great. And then they actually did it the next day, made it a whole new one. Maybe they didn't like mine, but they made a new one because they were having actually a big crowd over there.
Rena X, where did you find the gummy sharks? I've only seen them at Sugar Store.
Okay, so I usually would buy them with the libraries. I buy in bulk, so I bought them in a 5-pound bag. I want to say it was Amazon that I think I got it from. They do sell the 1-pound to 2-pound bags, and 2 days shipping, whatever. But I've seen them in the pharmacies. I've seen them in like a Michael's. Okay, when you're checking out and they're trying to sell you everything in the world, right? They have it there. Just check around, before you go shopping around, call them. Just say, do you have them? Okay. I never really seen them in the clubs though. Okay, but I would say you may see them in a grocery store, but
I've seen them at like 7-Eleven.
Yeah, they usually those little pouches that are the 2 for $3 ones. Is that right?
I'm not sure. Joan said 5 Below. Rena said I'd be sick if I ate all 5 pounds. And North Trails Library said Oriental Trading also has gummy sharks. Then, let's see, Dana at the Southold Library said, Chef Rob, this Shark Week idea is perfect for next year's summer theme at the libraries.
Now, Dana, I was just looking at it the other day, and it is something, again, like oceans or something like that for the reading theme for next summer. See, I got to keep up with Dana, we try to find out ahead of each other and find out what the reading theme is. So I think that's what it, right? It's oceans? Oceans, I forget how it all went, but I knew it was oceans.
Susan said seeing him next week in North Carolina, so I'll have to make that cake.
Absolutely. And you know what else you could do with this cake? You know the little umbrellas that you take and for a drink, okay, a pina colada? You could put one here. And if you take a piece of gum, like those old juicy striped gums, and just arch it like that, it looks like a little chair, okay, a beach chair there. And then put a little gummy bear sitting
like fruit roll-ups?
Yeah, fruit roll-ups would work, yep.
Let's see. Emily said, good night, Chef Rob and Chris.
Good night, Emily.
Then Mom actually posted an Amazon link to the shark gummy candies that you'll be able to find.
Thank you, honey.
Emily said, yummy cookie. And Dana said, yes, an ocean theme is correct.
Thank you. Yep. So we will get on that, and we will do a lot of things for the ocean for next year. I hope everybody's getting to the ocean. Okay. I know Monmouth County. It's right down the road from you. I know where you're at. I know Long Branch area. I know all that. Yep. Used to go down to when it used to be they had the haunted house out on. I guess it was Long Branch haunted house. That was years ago, right? I'm saying my age now, right? Go ahead, Chris.
Nope, don't see anything else.
All right, so everybody, thank you so much for joining us. I hope everybody will be back here next week, next Monday. Have all your ingredients out. Kitkat Milkshake and blueberry muffin cookies with a lemon glaze. They're really good. You're going to make a lot. You're going to make a lot just like this one here, okay? They're a little bit smaller, but I would say don't cut the recipe in half. Just freeze them until you're ready to eat them, okay? All right, thank you to all you libraries, all you patrons for watching. I hope you have a great week and enjoying summer, and you and your family are staying well. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.